Hello guys, good evening. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, The Explicit Tutors. As you all know, my name is Tutor Joseph. Please, as you are watching this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. In today's video, we shall be discussing adaptation to hot environment. Now, organisms in this environment, how are they able to adapt? Are able to tolerate the extreme temperature in this environment? Now, what is the meaning of hot environment? Hot environment is an environment whose temperature exceeds that of the temperature of the organism. Take note, homeotherms, like homeotherms or endotherms. Now, these are organisms that have the ability to generate their own heat or energy in order to regulate uniform body temperature. Now, these organisms, on the inside of them, they can produce energy endogenously. All right, they can generate their own energy on the inside of them. You say endogenously. Now, already the temperature of the environment has exceeded the temperature of the organism. Do you know that once the temperature of the environment flows into the body of the organism, in addition to the one already produced, it becomes too much for the organism to bear, or it becomes too high for the organism to actually adapt. Now, for them to live in this kind of environment, all right, they have they have evolved different adaptive features that will make them to survive in this extreme environment. Hot environment is a type of environment whose temperature exceeds the temperature of the organism and which flows into the organism in addition to the one that has been produced endogenously by the organism. So as such, the temperature or the heat in the organism becomes too much for it to bear. In order to let go of some of these heats, it has evolved some adaptive features that will make it to be fit, or that will make it to regulate its body temperature uniformly. Now, when we are referring to hot environments, a typical example is the deserts. Animals in the desert, how are they able to regulate their body temperature? Like popularly believed that camels store water. No, camels do not store water. They do not store water. All right, camels, they that is themselves, they can actually withstand hot environments. All right, because one, now in the tropical region of deserts, in the tropical region, the temperature is very, very high. During the day, the temperature can be as high as 40 to 50 degrees Celsius during the day. But at night, the temperature can fall drastically. Now, which means that during the day, or during the dry season, to be precise, during the dry season in the tropical region of deserts, the temperature is as high as 40 to 50 degree Celsius during the dry season. But at night, okay, at night the temperature falls drastically. At night you only have low temperature. If the temperature is low at night, if the temperature is low at night, it means that at night there's high humidity. All right, so which means that increase in temperature result of decrease in humidity, then decrease in temperature result of increase in humidity. That is how it is. Now, I said during the dry season the temperature can be as high as 40 to 50. Okay, and for this there are different diurnal fluctuations. Now we have nocturnal fluctuations, we have nocturnal fluctuations, and we have diurnal fluctuations. Now this nocturnal means the fluctuations that happen at nights. All right, this one is the one that happens during the day. All right, which means that the temperature at nights is usually lower than the temperature of the day, which means that when the temperature at night is low, it means that there's high humidity. But if the temperature during the day is high, it means at night the humidity will be very, very what? High. Definitely, during the day, the temperature is always high. For that reason, it means that the one at night will be very, very low, which means you don't have what? High humidity. Now, as popularly believed that camels store water, they do not store water. In order for them to regulate their body temperature during the day, listen, during the day, one, the most important adaptive features of camels in hot environments is their ability to what? Conserve water. They conserve water in order for them to regulate their body temperature. One, they conserve water. Two, they have thick fur. All right, the one that is mammals, we call it hair, but that is humans, we have hairs. All right, but in non-human animals, you call them what? You call it fur. All right. Now, camels has thick fur. Now, this fur camel has is actually a coat of thick fur. What does it do? It prevents it from the sun's heat. Hmm? It prevents it from the sun's heat, thereby making it to regulate constant body temperature. That is for that. And that one, it possesses what is called nasal cavity. The nasal cavity of camel is very large. The nasal cavity of camel is very large. What happens? As soon as the camel breathes, all right, as it exhales, all right, the moisture, all right, as the camel exhales, look at the word here, as the camel exhales, all right, the moisture present in their breath is trapped in their nasal region. What did I say? I said camel has a very large nasal cavity. As they exhale, the moisture present in their breath is trapped in their nasal region. Therefore, the water present in the moisture is reabsorbed by the body of what? The camel. So it is another way of regulating their body temperature by the possession of large nasal cavity. As they breathe, the moisture present in their breath is trapped in their nasal cavity, and the water present in the moisture is absorbed by their body, which they use to regulate their body temperature. In addition to this, they also have what is called sweat glands. Sweat glands. Now, the sweat glands present in camels is different from the one present in mammals. Okay, please, mammals sweat less. They sweat less compared to humans. You know, humans we sweat a lot when the metabolic activities are increased, but in camels they sweat a lot. It therefore means that evaporation is very slow. It means that evaporation is very slow. Owing to the fact that evaporation is very slow, they tend to reabsorb water through the process called what? Evaporation. Through slow evaporation. As the water on the surface of their skin evaporates slowly, all right, they have the chance to reabsorb water. So these are the various mechanisms that camels have evolved to actually withstand hot environment. In addition to this, now camels can go a very long way without drinking water. Yes, camels can go if they can walk a very long distance without drinking water. That is because as they drink water, all right, they have the ability to store enough water in their body. They have the ability to store enough water in their body so that as they walk or as they travel long distances, they do not thirst for water because their body has absorbed enough water. So please, it is also another way that the camels use to regulate their body temperature. Please take note of that. Also take note that a dehydrated camel can withstand diurnal fluctuations. Alright? A dehydrated camel can withstand diurnal fluctuations. That is, they can withstand diurnal fluctuation that is between 25 degrees Celsius to what? 30 degrees Celsius. They can withstand, that is during the day, all right? They can withstand a that is diurnal temperature that is between 25 and what? 30. And you know that the temperature will definitely drop. All right, they can also withstand nocturnal temperature at night. All right, the temperature at night, that is their body temperature at night is usually what? 34 degree Celsius. All right, so these are different adaptive features that organisms, that is camels, have evolved in order for them to survive in the hot environment. Apart from this, we also have what is called hydrated camel. Hydrated camel, okay, it can really withstand little diurnal fluctuations. All right, it can withstand little diurnal fluctuations. That is, it can withstand dehydration that is between okay, that is 25 days. Then diurnal fluctuation is very minute, that is little quantity of heat. Sorry, excuse me. I'm trying to remember the temperature range that it can actually tolerate. Oh, that's good. That's good. Sorry. I just remember now. If there is a dehydrated camel, yes, I took one for the other. A dehydrated camel can withstand, that is diurnal fluctuation, that the temperature of a diurnal fluctuation that is above 40 degrees Celsius. That is above 40 degrees Celsius. Then at night, this 40 degrees Celsius drops to what? 34 degrees Celsius. Yes, I just remembered. Sorry for that. Now, a fully dehydrated camel can actually withstand that is temperature that is temperature of the day is above 40 degrees Celsius, but at night it drops to what? 30. So a dehydrated camel can withstand diurnal fluctuations having temperature range as what? 40 degrees Celsius. But this temperature during the day drops to 34 at night. Then if a fully hydrated camel can actually withstand little diurnal fluctuations, and the temperature of these diurnal fluctuations is between what? 25 and what? 30 degree Celsius. 30 degree Celsius. But animals like cats, rats, dogs, all right, can actually withstand, they cannot withstand the temperature because they have loss of water between 12 and 14 degree, okay, not Celsius per se, percent, all right, percent, temperature, yeah. So which means the percent of water, or the amount of water that leaves their body is between 25 and what? 30. But that of dog is between 12 and what? 14. Alright, since we are talking of volume of water now, I shouldn't be using temperature. Percent should be the correct unit that should be used here. So, but rats, rabbits, dogs, they have what? Little tolerance, all right, or they cannot even tolerate what? Diurnal fluctuations, and it's just you have 12 and what? 14. Take note of that. Apart from camels, there are, why am I sweating profusely like this? Apart from camels, there are other organisms in the desert that can actually withstand hot environment through different processes. You should also note that there is camels during the day, all right, they conserve or they store a lot of energy. Camels during the day, they store a lot of heat energy. Then at night they let it out. Take note of that. So there is, you know that camel is a large mammal. All right, there's another type of mammal, a very small type of mammal present in deserts. You call it kangaroo. What is markers? We call it kangaroo rat, and it's called Diplodocus. dummies. All right. Now, this kangaroo rat is a type of small mammal that is present in the desert, that is hot environment. How do they survive in the hot environment? Now, these rats, they are fossorial. They are fossorial in the sense that they burrow, they live in the burrows. All right. They burrow into the soil where the humidity is very high. So kangaroo rats are fossorial organisms. They are fossorial small mammals that live in the burrows. So you say they are what? Fossorials. They are fossorials. Which means that inside the soil, as I said initially, the soil has high humidity than the one present in air. All right. During the day, these organisms are not able to withstand extreme temperature in the environment. They are not able to withstand it. So what they do is for them to burrow into the soil. During the day, they are just inside the soil relaxing because the temperature inside the soil is very, very low. So they are unable to withstand the diurnal temperature, that is the temperature of the day, because the temperature in the desert, I said during the day, is usually what, 40 to what, 30. That is 40 to 50. So they cannot withstand it. They tend to burrow into the soil where the temperature is very, very what, low. Then apart from that, all right, these organisms, for them to also conserve water, all right, they produce or they excrete little quantity, they excrete little quantity of what? Feces. They excrete little quantity of feces in order for them to conserve water. So what I've just done is I've given us two examples of organisms that can adapt to hot environments. Camels and kangaroo rats are examples of mammals that can actually withstand hot environments. Camels do not store water. All right, they only have the ability to conserve water as they walk long distance within a very long period of what time. So at this point, we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful day. Endeavor to subscribe.